Well, this isn't gonna make for a very well drying day. And that definitely ain't making for a very well drying day. And this stuff is wet underneath. I'd like to say I want to come in here and rake it up so we can get it baled up. But I don't want to be raking it up and then we don't have enough time for it to dry down so I could bale it up. As lots of you will know, we just cut this on Friday afternoon to be exact. So theoretically, if you count Friday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, today's Tuesday, it's only been down basically for 3.5 days. And they weren't super phenomenal hot days. Let's try and find a spot where she's heavy, or heavier. I know where it's really heavy, and I could guarantee you I won't be able to bale that stuff. But I can always duck out and come back and pick that up a little bit later. First couple rounds around that corner right there was really heavy when we cut it. This looks like a fairly healthy swath of sloughy type grass. If the sun was out and the wind was up a little stronger, I'd be in here. I wouldn't even bother coming out to check things. I would just be in here like a dirty shirt in the rake and going hardcore. Here it's heavy. Good and heavy. And underneath, she's wet. She's still wet. It hasn't had enough time. And with that little bit of rain that we had on Saturday night, early Sunday morning, here at our farm, our rain gauge said 1/10. 2 miles away, in town of Capel, they had fucking ½ inch. I don't know what we had. We're only half a mile from home. The yard is right over there. And you can see the back side of the barn and the corrals out there. But anyways, just the way these thunderstorms work out here, you know, you can be bone dry at one point and just a torrential downpour a quarter of a mile or less away. And you can see the swath. See right here, right like that. It's where I drove on it. Guaranteed that's going to be a sloppy mess. Yep. It did absolutely nothing. It's sun bleached on top. Here's where it was really heavy. Coming through here. And like I said, this little bit, if I can't get it, it's not the end of the world. I could always come back, pick those up after. But a guy would like to get the majority of his feed bailed up with no rain, obviously, right? This is an alfalfa clover, heavier spot. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna be raking anything up. So, let's see what happens here in another hour or so. The weather guessers are telling us in an hour it's gonna be raining. Who the hell knows, right? The wind is kind of, sort of, I don't know, it's gusting to 20, so, and when I say 20, I say 20 kilometers. So the wind is, it wants to, but whether it will pick up stronger or not, I have no idea. Yeah, there we go. Hey, morning everybody. We had a good run of cutting there yesterday on that stuff, so that was sweet. Got that 85 acres down. And then with the 25 to maybe 26 and a half acres out here, we're sitting around 110 acres laying on the ground. So theoretically, it should rain. Look a little more familiar now, don't I? Yeah, it should rain, theoretically. It should friggin', because we have some really good stuff like that we just cut laying on the ground, and it's heavy crop. It should fucking downpour and turn all that high quality feed into, I'm not gonna say shit, but just be a pain in my ass. How's that sound? Anyways, it's 7 a.m. so I guess I gotta leave this sit for a little while longer, so I'm gonna go home and have a coffee, maybe watch some YouTube videos. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, whew. She's a warm one, let me tell you. I'm leaking out of spots I didn't know the human body could leak. It's a warm one. Thank God for AC, in other words, air conditioning. Ran town, picked up a couple parts. Yesterday, I never said nothing yesterday, but yesterday when Bob was cutting, he started leaking oil coming right out of the hydraulic coupler on the tractor. Well, there's an O-ring in there that exploded on us. So all we did to keep him going was switch him to a different remote, which worked just fine. Anyway, I had some O-rings, popped a couple of O-rings into the tractor, got that fixed. That's a pain in the ass job, let me tell you. But anyway, we got that fixed. Got a majority of the oil washed off. And kind of gave the windows a cleaning job. And now we did have a shower this morning from the sky. In other words, I didn't have a shower, but the sky dropped us a little bit of rain, barely enough to dampen the dust. Like literally it didn't even dampen the dust, but just enough to screw things up for a couple hours, in other words. So now we're gonna go rake that stuff. It's not supposed to rain until Thursday. So I'm hoping if I rake it up, fluff it up, we can bale it up, if not later today, then tomorrow. Especially when we're hitting temperatures of 32 degrees, and with the humidity, it's supposed to feel like 38 or some damn thing like that. Like I said, it feels friggin' warm. 38 degrees is right around 100, so Fahrenheit. something like that anyways. So yeah, she's a warm one. Anyway, let's get out to the field and see what happens. Talk to you later. Just raking. Give you some raking shots. But we got a big ass rock pile right there that I gotta pay attention to, so I'm gonna have to let you go already. And we're back. Did all of that already. Now she's looking pretty damn yellow. Well, on top it's gonna be because it's sun bleached. And on the underside, it's fairly yellow because of that barley that's a little on the ripe side. But there's still, if you guys go back in the video, there's still lots of green and lots of good feed sources in here. Yep. Just pretending to be a haymaker guy. Drive on top of the swath that I just raked a little bit. Yeah, we're cruising about 8 miles an hour. Alrighty, later. We'll get this done and then we'll bring you back as we check the crop for baling. See how quick we can be out here to bale it up. Well, that's dry enough. What about this yellow barley? The barley's dry enough, but the green that's in it is not. Mind you, right here, there ain't much green. Oh, that don't look very dry. That's wet. It's not wet, but it's not dry. It needs more, yeah, there it's wet. It needs more time. Simple as that. And if you look across the way, see that kind of greeny yellow shit right there? This stuff is really wet. I got a call coming, guys. I'll bring you back later. Alrighty, guys. Okay, got done with that phone call, then had another phone call, and oh my god. I hate to say this, but between East Indian people and young folk that can't even read a friggin' computer screen, it's fucking pathetic. Here's the deal. If you're gonna go to work for a company, now this is in my own personal opinion, okay? If you're a company in Canada or North America where we speak fluent friggin' English and you don't, maybe you need to friggin' get some lessons on how to speak friggin' fluent English before you get a friggin' job with a company that requires you to friggin' make phone calls. I get spam calls from friggin' people I'm sure are from friggin' India. Nothing against India, but they speak better English than the goddamn idiots we have working in the government office right now. Anyways, now over to the young people. They got a friggin' computer screen right in front of them. They can't even spell my name off the friggin' screen to me. Does that make any goddamn sense at all? And I know my name is spelt right on the computer because I've seen it. I've been in that office. Stupid. Just freaking stupid. Anyway, enough of my rant. Okay, so I checked these 3 swaths, 1, 2, 3. I checked the alfalfa in them and the clover in them. It's a no-go. Not happening. She's still too wet. So we're gonna finish raking this round off. We gotta rake this up and around. Goes all the way around the friggin' field. And then we'll be done. So let's get her done. And then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go have a nap. There. That's the end of my friggin' day. Yeah, right. But anyway, let's get this job done. We'll bring you guys back. If I don't see you later on today, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alrighty guys, so we went out and did that raking. When I came back and unhooked the rake, which is sitting right there, that's when I realized, oh, this sumbitch is still fucking leaking. So apparently it's not just a standard O-ring that goes in there. It's a 2-piece unit like that right there. So we got to get this plastic piece in there. And this bastard is shouldered. You can kind of see it. See that? If you guys can make that out or not, I don't know. See that? So we got to put the white sumbitch in there first. And then we got to put the black one in there. So I got to pop this off. Just to give me more access on the inside to work to get these things in there without fucking them up. So I'm going to work at getting that off first, and then I'll bring you guys back when we go to do the dirty deed of install. Talk to you later. Okay guys, so this is the old one. You can see he's fucked up. That's not supposed to be like that. And the O-ring that I put in was all fucked up. So now we're going to attempt to get the new pieces in there. And I'm not going to be able to video it, because I'm going to need both hands. We're going to be using this guy. And probably one of these screwdrivers, or this guy, that end there. So wish me luck. Here goes nothing. I bought a second set just in case. And believe it or not, that plastic piece and that O-ring are $40 friggin' for the set. It's nuts. $39 and some odd cents. So yeah, it's friggin' nuts. But there it is. You put the plastic one in first, and then you put the rubber one in. And when you put them in, make sure you get them in the right way. So the plastic one goes in, and then you pull it back, and then the rubber one goes behind it. Alrighty, talk to y'all later. And there you have her. You can see the white piece. Right there. And then the black piece behind it. And somebody's pulling into my yard. Oh, it's my neighbor Bobby. He's coming for the rake. But it actually went in pretty good. Once you get it started and you hold it there with the flat screwdriver, with this end, you can work that O-ring in all the way around, and she pretty much slides right into place. So worked nice. Hopefully this fixes our problem, and all will be good. I'm gonna go chat with Bob for a second. We'll talk to y'all later.